You watch back the film and you look at that catch that you made, against the Steelers. Is there anything that you might have caught that was even more impressive or more unique about it than in the moment?
I think the thing I was most proud of myself about was just the route in general. It's a double move route, but I won on the first route, and then I kind of fell into the coverage on the second route, and then just going up and get the ball. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't think it was that as difficult as it looks because the DB wasn't looking at the ball and I could see it, so it was easier for me to make a play on it. And then after that, it was just holding on to it and not letting it take it from me. So
obviously, with the new transaction, there's going to be some, more added responsibilities. A lot of coaches, a lot of players from the building have really, said that they're really excited to see what you can do with these added opportunities. What do you think, and how do you handle it?
I mean, I'm definitely excited about it. I mean, this is what I play the game for too. You know what I mean? I just stay ready, and when the opportunity comes, make the most of it. That's pretty much been my mindset all season, or my whole career, to be honest. So, I'm just trying to make the most of every opportunity. Hopefully, I can make some more plays.
I talked to Trey yesterday, and something that he said, Trey Tucker, he said that you're one of the hardest working people in the building, and the progression that he's been able to see has been very clear, just in terms of the work that you put in now resulting in what's happening now. So can you say, what do you believe that is the number one thing that you've worked on so much to really get that progression?
Just trying to take pieces of game from everybody in the building. You know what I mean? From everybody in our room, the tight end room, and even the people that was here in the past. You know what I mean? I try to soak up as much information as I can from everybody who I can soak up information from and add that to my game. And I think that along with just a boost in confidence, you know what I mean, just going out there making plays, it helps me out mentally, and it lets me know that I actually belong in this league and I can make plays. So I'm just keep going with the flow, and you know what I'm saying, hopefully I can progress a little bit more as the year goes on.
And also, what's your relationship like with Trey Tucker as well? Obviously, you've been together for 2 seasons now. What are some things that you've noticed with him as well, and are you excited to see him with his opportunities as well?
Right, yeah, and I mean, just from watching Trey come in as a rookie, like his first practice at OTAs to now, he's grown tremendously, not only just as a receiver but as a complete football player. And I mean, that's my boy. Like we got a real close-knit group in the receiving room, and it kind of shows the way we play for each other. Like you look back at that touchdown run, the way he was blocking for me, like that's bigger than just teammates. That's more like a brotherhood. You know what I mean? So I got a lot of love for Trey. I got a lot of love for all those guys, and like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in the future.
How much did you learn from Devontae when he was here, and even for that Jakobi on top of that to apply to your game?
I literally can't say enough about both of those guys, like how much they've helped me progress as a receiver and overall football player, and even as a man in general. You know what I mean? Just Tay does a really good job of leading by example, and he'll tell you things that you need to work on and how he feels about certain things too. But just watching him, and like I said, he's one of the best ever. You know what I mean? So just watching him go out and compete and do his thing, like it makes you want to play harder too. And then even with Jakobi, like I remember watching some of Jakobi before he got here, and like hearing some of the old coaching staff talk about him. But when I first got to see him in person, I'm like, well, this dude's a beast, and he goes out and shows it every time he gets the opportunity. And I think, to be honest, he probably helps me out the most. Just I mean, we're a little bit closer than most people realize, but any little thing I need, any little thing I need help on, he's there to kind of give me advice. So appreciate those guys for sure.
What can you say about your chemistry right now with Aiden O'Connell, and how you kind of hoping to build off of last week with him under his second start back?
Yeah, I mean, last week was last week. It's over with now, and then I think he did a pretty good job, honestly. But I think our chemistry is up there, and I think it's going to continue to build. Like we've always kind of had a little connection ever since, like even me being on the scout team and him being the backup when I first got back last year. Like he was making sure he got me the ball as much as possible, and I mean, hopefully, like I said, we're just building off each week, and hopefully this week we'll have a better result with the end goal. So.
How excited are you? I mean, we saw it in training camp. You are such a weapon in this offense. There's so much you can do. How excited are you to finally let people see all that you can do in this offense?
I got to get back on the field, but when I'm back out there, I'm going to be real excited for the opportunity. Man, it's been a long time coming. You know what I mean? Like, I've been putting in a lot of work to get here, but when I get my chance, I'm going to run with it.
Obviously, you guys are moving on from the Devontae situation and just not having the last couple of weeks, though. But even DJ Turner called him one of the all-time greats. Just as an offense, how tough is that to move on from or just look ahead to?
I mean, it's real big because, like you said, he is one of the all-time greats. Like, that's really what he is. He play hard. He make a lot of plays for us. But I think as a unit, man, we're going to get a lot of things done. I think it's going to give a lot of the younger guys a chance to step up and show how talented they are, too. So we're going to see.
there's a lot of young guys, and they've said that you've helped kind of mentor them. How important is it for you as the veteran of this group to kind of help guide them along through their NFL journey?
I mean, if they feel like that, man, I honestly appreciate it because I kind of want to be somebody they can talk to, somebody they can lean on when things get tough, because it will get tough. I mean, it's the NFL, so as long as they feel like they trust me and I'm helping them be their best self, I mean, that's a big knock on my shoulder. Like, I'm proud of myself for that.
You know, Kobe, that's part of the role of being a WR1 is also leading that room. And you're so humble, but is it funny when you start realizing, wait a minute, I am that guy now. I'm the guy.
I mean, yeah, but I see it all so different from everybody else, you know what I mean? Like, I know what everybody say, wide receiver one and that, but it takes so many of us. Like, I don't get open, the Trey don't get open, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I don't get open, then it makes it harder on Trey. So it's such a team effort, man. Just labeling the receivers in general, like, it's tough for me, but I just want us to have a real good group, man, so everybody can get paid, we can win, and everybody be happy I keep my boys around.
Everybody eats.
Everybody eats. You know how I go. Come
Kind of on the
man.
back end of that, though, you know, this isn't the first time you've been, you know, receiver one. You've been through this in New England. So what has been the biggest difference in terms of, you know, taking on this role here versus then in terms of maturity and things that you feel like you've developed at?
I had to put in a lot of more time there, you know what I mean? I really came from the bottom and built my way up in New England. Here, it took a minute to earn people's trust, as it should, right? And they had to really get comfortable with me. So now that I'm kind of getting my roots down and understanding everybody's story, getting to know my teammates, I think that's probably the biggest time thing as far as just getting to know everybody. But I think we're here now. We're making it work.
How much have you been able to kind of communicate with Aiden, even though you've been on the sideline and all, and trying to kind of help him along in communication, working with this group?
I would say I'm just like one of those backstage kind of people. Like, I throw in my little information here. If you want it, I'll give it to you. If you don't want it, I'll be here to support whatever you want to do. So, I mean, I don't know if that answers the question, but that's just been my approach with everything.
Well, you have some experience, like you said, your former organization, the Patriots, and Tom Brady now here as a minority owner. What's that feeling like, knowing that somebody from the Patriots and you have some familiarity with this organization?
I mean, first off, to him, congrats. Like, that's just motivation on motivation. Like, that's so inspirational, honestly, just to see somebody who played, got drafted late, to make it to this stage. Like, I got a lot of work to do, you know what I mean? I'm working on it, but it's cool having him around, man. He got all them rings. He knows something that's going to help us, and I'm going to try to get as much as I can out of him.
A couple of weeks ago, we talked about, I believe it was after the Cleveland game, you just talked to me about how proud you were of Trey Tucker and DJ Turner and when they were able to produce that win. Now, with their roles being, you know, increased, you know, what do you feel like we can see from them, and what do you expect out of them?
Man, they so dangerous with the ball in their hand. They're real receivers. They make plays with the ball in the air, with the ball in their hands. Like, I think they're gonna show a lot of people how talented they are, and they conditioned, they smart. I can go on all day, and not just them. Like, we got a lot of guys who don't get spoken about, but they know what to do on the football field. So the whole room going out there making plays, I'm gonna be real excited, whether I'm there or not.